elementary school, I was generally considered smart, and my parents, teachers, and peers all told me so. And so I wanted to maintain this smart image and not disappoint them. And I thought the way to do that was to get hundreds on every test without even studying at all, because that would definitely mean that I was smart. But then came middle school, and that didn't work anymore. I couldn't get hundreds or even A's without studying. And I immediately thought that was just because I wasn't smart enough, and that there was nothing I could do about it. This was a sure sign that I gravitated towards a fixed mindset instead of a growth mindset. I didn't think, oh, maybe the reason I'm not getting good grades is because I don't study. I thought, I must not be smart enough if I need to study in order to get good grades. And so I had no motivation to try harder and study more and put in more effort, because I didn't understand that intelligence and IQs are not fixed traits and that I could improve if only I put in more effort. People are born with innate differences in their cognitive abilities, but these differences, or how smart someone is, does not at all define what they can achieve. It's a common compliment to tell someone they're smart as an encouraging phrase, but studies show that this can actually backfire and decrease their level of motivation and effort like it did for me. It's especially harmful to young children because their brains can be majorly affected at that stage. A lot of people have the false belief that they should praise children for being smart when they accomplish something. I mean, how could saying, wow, you're so smart, to a child be bad? Unfortunately, praising children for their intelligence is shown to have negative effects on their mindset. It is far, far better to praise a child for their effort rather than their intelligence, because how a child is praised is linked to whether they develop a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. Someone with a fixed mindset believes that intelligence and talents are fixed traits. Therefore, if they're not good at something, they'll never be good at it. However, someone with a growth mindset believes that intelligence and talents can be improved upon through practice and effort. Thus, someone with a growth mindset understands the value of learning. Research demonstrates that praising children for their intelligence causes them to develop a fixed mindset instead of a growth mindset. In 1998, Carol Dweck and Claudia Muller of Columbia University conducted a study on fifth graders ages 10 to 12. First, they gave all the children a test and told all of them that they did very well, regardless of how well they actually did. But then to one group of children, they said things like, you must be really smart in order to solve these problems. And to the other group, they said things like, you must have really worked hard to solve these problems. Next, they gave all the children a second test and told all of them that they did not do very well, again regardless of how well they actually did. The children who were praised for their intelligence immediately blamed their bad performance on a lack of intelligence, which shows a fixed mindset. However, the children praised for their effort believed that they could improve their scores through more practice, which shows a growth mindset. In addition, the children were also given a choice between an easier task and a harder task. The children praised for their intelligence mostly chose the easier task because they knew that they would be good at it and would make them appear smart. However, the children praised for their effort mostly chose the harder task because they wanted to challenge themselves and learn something. The research explains that praising children for their intelligence causes them to take the easy way out, unlike the children praised for their effort, who want to challenge themselves and learn from the process. The way of thinking for the children praised for their intelligence becomes an ongoing cycle of them trying to maintain their smart image. They believe that everything comes easily to geniuses. So part of maintaining their smart image means being able to accomplish difficult things with no effort. This is the most detrimental thing about a fixed mindset. It causes children to believe that needing to work hard means that they are not smart enough. This then blocks many people from reaching their full potential because whenever they encounter an obstacle or a failure, they simply just give up without understanding that more effort will actually help. I myself kept a fixed mindset for a long time until my mom finally realized what was going on and drilled into me the growth mindset concept. The growth mindset reignited my passion for learning. I now wanted to learn more and gain more knowledge because I knew that it would help me improve. I also realized that learning and overcoming struggles fulfilled me so much more than just trying to seem smart and being good at everything right away. Although the way that I used to think may seem unimaginable now, it was truly what I believed, and there are plenty of other children who have the same mindset that I used to have. And this mindset could easily be avoided if only these children were spoken to in a different way from a young age and taught the growth mindset. So tonight, I've laid out the most important reasons for why you shouldn't tell someone they're smart. So I urge you to reconsider your words the next time you want to compliment someone. Instead of saying something about how smart they are or how talented they are, try to compliment their improvement or hard work. Because in the end, it's the effort that leads to success. Thank you.